Consider this a rebroadcast of earlier when I went over the 3 things to do before you look at installing solar. It sounds like I was in an air tunnel or something, the one earlier today. So we're going to try this again with the earbuds in that look like I have really fancy earrings. All right, so what 3 things should you do prior to looking into installing solar? Number 1, you should look at your windows. If you have single pane windows, well, guess what? They're not energy efficient at all. You're going to need to be upgrading those. If you have dual pane windows, there's a couple things you need to look for. Do you have drafts coming in? Do you have a broken window? Or can you touch it and feel the hot or the cold coming in from the outside? Those are sure signs that there's definitely a problem with your windows. Number 2, insulation. Insulation, you can look at it a couple ways. If you have the blown-in insulation upstairs in your attic, you want to make sure you have at least a foot of insulation in there. If you don't, you have an ineffective amount of insulation. So you're definitely going to want to upgrade that before you get solar installed on your home. There's a lot we could get into in just an episode about insulation. We'll handle that on a future live. Number 3, and this one I personally dealt with, your AC unit. If you have an AC like I had that was from the year 2000, it may be just like a 12 or 13 SEER at best AC unit. The one we had switched to was a 22, 23 SEER. So what does SEER mean? SEER basically is the efficiency number of the AC. The higher that number is, the better it is. 22, 23 is about the best you can get on the market right now. Standard in the industry is no less than a 14. So you want to know that you have at least that before you're getting a new AC. So that's something you definitely want to look into because that's just an energy separator right there. Now, if you have those 3 things taken care of, then and only then should you look into getting solar. Because prior to that, it just isn't going to make sense because you're basically going to be putting panels on a house that is in essence a shack. Sorry, but if you don't have that stuff done, it's just not an efficient home and there's really no point in adding something that's supposed to save you energy before you handle the energy suckers first. Now, I don't have anything against the solar company per se or the salesman, but they are commission sales. So you have to know that their best interest is just to move the product. It's not your best interest being looked out for. So they're not going to advise you of any of these 3 things, windows, insulation, or AC. So you definitely want to get those 3 things taken care of prior to getting the solar done. It just won't make sense before then. Hopefully you'll find those tips helpful. If you have any questions for me, you can always DM me or you can reach out to me through my email, belzerkevin@gmail.com. Always here to answer your question. So anyway, got any other questions? Just feel free to reach out to me.